As we continue through the Gospel of Mark, today I want to share with you from Mark chapter 12. And this is a chapter which features Jesus teaching. And there are many references in verse 14, 19, 32, 35, 38. This is a heavy teaching chapter in Mark's Gospel. And what we see are some Pharisees and Herodians coming, trying to trap him in what he says and what he's teaching. And verse 14 is our verse of the day. And they came and said to him, "Teacher, we know that you are sincere and show deference to no one, for you do not regard people with partiality, but teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. Is it lawful to pay taxes to the emperor or not?" There's a lot going on just in that one sentence. First of all, one of the things we see in the Gospels of both Matthew and Mark is that often when somebody calls Jesus teacher or rabbi, it's a sign that they're not a believer. They're not calling him Lord. They're using a lower title, if you will. And again, the irony at work here is the person asking the question saying, "We know you are sincere and show deference to no one because you don't treat people with partiality," but the questioner is insincere. The questioner is someone who shows deference to some people and not to others, and shows partiality. Because in asking this question and trying to trap Jesus, is trying to get Jesus to either say that it's not lawful to pay taxes to the emperor, which would then get Jesus in trouble with the Roman authorities, or if he says, yeah, you should pay taxes, then the nationalist Jews would be upset with him for taking that position. But I want to go even deeper to this idea of Jesus as teacher, because even though the questioner is insincere, what he says about Jesus is true. Jesus does show deference to no one. He doesn't regard people with partiality, and he does teach the way of God in accordance with truth. Sometimes, even out of the mouths of our opponents or our adversaries, their hearts may not be sincere, but what they say may actually be true. And when I think about Jesus, teacher is one of the key words that I think of him. It's how I regard him. Kind of the major ways I think of Jesus is as my Lord, or the leader of my life, as the Savior who forgives my sins, as the friend who walks with me every day of my life, but also the teacher who teaches me the way of God and teaches me the path of godly wisdom. And so even though we have an insincere Herodian questioning Jesus' teaching and using that term, I hope you and I can both look at Jesus as our teacher, the one who shows us the path of life each and every day.